Howdy, and we're back talking about EMP.Money. I haven't forgotten about the garden, the drip garden, the drip faucet. We're going to loop back on some videos on those topics as well. But there's a feature of EMP that I guess I've come to the full realization of, and so I wanted to share that with you because it's actually pretty crazy when you think about it. Just the chances that you have to hit this lottery that they're rolling out. So, one quick note: we do see that EMP slash USDT, US dollar token coin, has been listed on the CoinTiger decentralized exchange. The more exchanges, mainstream exchanges that actually do let you buy and sell and trade, the more of those that you can be listed on as an actual coin that's available to be traded there is always awesome. That's always good bullish news for any of these types of projects. So that's awesome news, but let's get back over to the Detonator. So we're talking about EMP.Money, link in the description for you to check it out. The Detonator is similar to DRIP in that there's this 1% multiplier bonus paid out every day. It's actually more than that because there's a whole pool and you get percentages of that. You can see my daily estimate here is under the daily burst. My daily estimate is 0.01 LP that I'd be getting in rewards that I could compound. And so that's around $1 out of my 77.72 that I have there. So you can see it is more than a 1% payout. So the Detonator is already a pretty sweet return, a pretty sweet feature. And you're most likely compounding, and then when you get to the point you want to claim, the suggested strategy is then to slap those LP tokens in here, and you're going to earn another additional 0.6% daily, or that's estimated in E-shares. And E-shares, of course, can be put into the boardroom, where you'll earn an even more ridiculous amount on those back into EMP. And you can kind of start the process again, cycle that through. And when E-shares are looking tasty enough, I guess you can skim some profit off that as you go on throughout this process. Of course, we've talked about bonds, but let's get back to the Detonator. I'm getting off track. So this whole ecosystem is I'm still getting the hang of it myself, so I'm talking through it out loud to remind me of the whole strategy and how we step through it. But this is pretty awesome. This is amazing here. So there is a daily lottery that is, I believe, 1% of the pool. That is a daily lottery. Let me check the doc to make sure I'm not speaking out of turn. Yeah, 1% of the overall pool. And so this is actually being paid out twice. So 1% is getting paid to the largest deposit, which you can see right here. It looks like this has been fluctuating. Some days a much lower amount, 1. And what they're trying to do is get to be the highest, largest deposit when this countdown hits 0. So the 12 a.m. UTC, that's the daily draw. And so it looks like kind of a fun game. They try to snipe to get the largest deposit right at that time. They've been doing an AMA live, the devs, every day in the Telegram. And I'm going to link the Telegram in the description next to mine. I don't normally do that. But I think if you're looking at this project at all, you'll want to be in there and see what's going on and get all the cool updates. They've been running a lot of really cool contests and just a lot of rewarding things for the community. And it's great to see that the interaction, I should say, with the community. So one of these 22,000 equivalent amount of EMP or LP is going out to the largest deposit of the day. And then there's another 1% that's just going out to one random lottery winner every day. So that's two chances you have. You could try to be the largest deposit, or you could just have tickets that increase the amount or increase the chance that you might win that amount and have it thrown into your pool here, and then you're getting that over 1% return on it. So that's just a really cool chance. You could have 100 possible tickets. You have 50 from deposits, 50 from compounding. The way compounding works, because there's less taxes, even though the ticket price is 0.15, it's closer to about 0.12. If you're compounding that amount, you should get a ticket. And then for every 0.15 you are depositing, of this LP token, you're going to get a chance on this side. So you could, either way, compounding or claiming, you could increase the number of tickets. There's 2,670, and if you do the math on this, this isn't a lottery like, I'm in Texas here, Texas State Lottery. If your state has that, where there's millions of participants, there's literally this many tickets. And as we get closer to this 2-hour ending, you'll see how many tickets there are. But that's really not the worst odds. I mean, out of 859 total users, that's who you'd be competing against if you're trying to snipe the largest deposit. And then, this really isn't that many tickets. So there's a good chance you'd be one of those randoms that could get in there. So that struck me as just a pretty awesome little feature. It is sustainable, by the way, because this is the largest deposit you can see right here. And just imagine how many other people are trying to get in on top of that. And this is an equivalent 4,000. And you can actually see, total deposited here. And I think that's the daily amount on the reset. We'll have to check. But anyway, yeah, there's enough people trying to hit in with the largest deposit every day that this isn't worrying for the system. But just a really cool feature. Really cool feature there. And I'm interested to see this keep stacking up for me every day, this estimated LP amount. And remember, we want to get as close to the end of the timer when we compound as possible. So that's what I'm doing. In a couple hours, I'll hit that and compound my reward back in. The gas hasn't been too high on that, by the way. I've seen it between like 30, maybe 40, 50 cents, somewhere in there. But I think it was 30 yesterday when I compounded. But I wanted to clue you guys in on this. If you're, it's obviously not financial advice. You don't listen to me. Don't do all of your own research on this system, this protocol, before you do anything. But this is pretty neat. I thought this was a cool feature, a cool addition. The chance to just randomly get equivalent to 22,000 thrown into your account. If you're a small bag, a small fish like me, it might make sense to, every now and then throw in at least that 0.15. That's about what, $13 equivalent for this LP token to get a ticket, to get one chance out of 3,000, say, to get a random 22,000. That's a pretty good deal. I think I like that, the gamble there. I like those odds. So that's kind of a cool feature I wanted to clue you in on. I do also see the EMP price rising up a bit. I guess that means that we are, still over stake, which is nice. And remember, this is trying to be pegged to Ethereum. So when we look at, say, Ethereum on the chain here, on this, I'm just using CoinTiger since I already have it up. Ethereum was over 4,000 at one point. So, right now we're only we're under 3,000. If it gets back close to that all-time high, if you're bullish on Ethereum and think it's coming back up that way, then that's really good news for EMP. If you have a lot of EMP or eShares and you're farming those and making more EMP, that's really good news for you as this gets up to $1. And again, I'm not advising you what to do. I'm not telling you to get into this protocol. I've only been in for a few days and I'm playing around with it. But I like the community. I like the devs so far. I like what I'm seeing. And I like a lot of these features. And I don't have any qualms with Ethereum. I don't think Ethereum's bottoming out this year or anything like that. If anything, I think it might go higher. So I'm pretty bullish on this being pegged appropriately. And I like the way that they're pegging it with the redeeming and claiming or opening up of bonds to then sell to buy or sell to get back up over peg. I like that mechanism. That makes sense to me logically. So I like where this is going, and I'm going to keep following along and keep compounding. Feel free to follow me on that journey and see if I lose it all or if we continue to make money off this. It looks promising so far. So awesome news there. Thanks for watching as always. I'll make a video about some new EMP feature coming down the line on Friday. I'm about to post that. I just like to break these up into smaller segments for you. So definitely, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the content. See you on the next video.